Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time of the year where we all start thinking about all the things we've done this year. And let me tell you, what a year has it been. I mean, this weird guy started making videos on YouTube where he talks about yogurt. And some people actually watch it. I mean, it's the weirdest thing I've ever freaking heard. Not gonna lie, this is the weirdest thing. But overall, it was quite a great year for me. I've done a lot of things that I've never thought I would before that, you know. And I'd like to thank all of you who have actually watched my videos. You know, you spent the time, you clicked on the video and you watched it. I mean, that is amazing. So I'd like to thank all of you. I genuinely do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. But yeah, but some of you might think I only like yogurt. But there are a few things in life I love more than yogurt. And that is video games, music, cartoons, and movies. And today I'm gonna tell you some of my favorite video games I've played this year. And just so people don't complain that I know I'm no longer making yogurt videos, like, what is this video? It's just talking about video games. That's not yogurt. Well, I am going to be eating a yogurt throughout the whole video, just to please all the other people who want to see me eat a yogurt, which is kind of weird. So, let's begin, shall we? Okay, so let me open this. This is an Onken cherry yogurt. By the way, this doesn't count as a review, okay? This doesn't count as one of the regular episodes. I'm just gonna eat yogurt. I'm just gonna, you know, enjoy myself. Enjoy a little yogurt, which should be fun. That's good yogurt. That's what I gotta say. So let's begin with some honorable mentions. And first on the list is Amplitude. I had to draw my own cover because this is a digital only title, so yeah, this game came out just at the beginning of January of 2016, just at the beginning of the year, so a lot of people forgot about it. And the main reason why it's not higher on the list, well, I really do enjoy this game. I've kickstarted it, and it's a great game, but like the support for it, it's dead. There's no DLC for it, but it's got a great soundtrack and the gameplay is addictive. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent playing this game. It is really good. It's just a shame that that's all there is. It's just a base game. There's no DLC, and it doesn't seem like there's gonna be any. Just the game didn't sell very well, but it is a great game. The next game, it's not exactly a 2016 game. It originally came out in 2015, but in 2016 it came out on Xbox One. Which, that's why it's not on the actual list, that's why it's an honorable mention. But Oli Oli 2 and Not a Hero are very great games, and I mean, I just love these games. Roll7 are very, very talented people, and can't wait what they have in store in the future, because, yeah, I mean, this is a good start for the studio. Next is Riptide GP Renegade. And it's a great game. It's not higher on the list because it's not on the top 10 because I don't know. It's just not higher on the list. It's a really fun game, very beautiful, and it's one of a kind. They're not making water racing games. There's no more like Wave Racer. There's no more Jet Moto or anything like that. So this is a great, you know, it reminds me a lot of Jet Moto, and this is the third game in the series. And it's available on almost anything you can imagine. It's on your phone, I think it's on Steam as well, it's on Xbox One, it's on PlayStation 4. It's a very good game. I really recommend that you play it. Let me have some yogurt so people don't complain. Oh, very nice. Of course it has chunks, it's nice. Fruit chunks. Cherry. Okay. Number 10. Do you know what it is? It's Space Moth DX. It's a bullet hell shmup. But it's it's just another 2D bullet hell shooter. But there's few things that make it stand out. And the first thing is obviously the fact that you have to sort of drain the enemy's life and then kill them to get the most, like, to score the most points. And it's a very beautiful game. It has great music, and the level design is just like, and the enemies and everything in this game is just great. It's visually beautiful, and this gameplay is solid. That's all you gotta know. Now, number 9 is Dead Rising 4. Why isn't that higher on this? I've loved Dead Rising 2, and I did really enjoy Dead Rising 3, but Dead Rising 4 is not like the first two. I can tell you this. It's still a great game. I still spent a lot of time with it. I really enjoyed it. The story was okay. The gameplay changes, I didn't like most of them. Some of it was, you know, an improvement, but genuinely, like, feel like they made it so it appeals to a wider audience. And so while I still enjoyed the game, it was not a good game for a fan of Dead Rising. But let's continue. Oh, maybe I should eat some yogurt so people don't complain. Still a great yogurt now. Okay. Next on the list is Enter the Gungeon, which is a indie game. It's a pixel top-down sort of. I don't remember if it's roguelike or roguelite or something like that. What you do in this game is you enter a dungeon, you know, and you shoot everything that moves, and everything is shaped like a bullet or a weapon, and it's got solid gameplay. Great visual art style, and it's just addictive. It's just you keep wanting to play, and then every time you play, like the whole world is randomly generated. Obviously, there's similar rooms, but it keeps you wanting to come back to play more and more, and it's just great fun. Next on the list is a bit of an odd one. I don't think any of you would expect it, but it's TrackMania Katamari, which is a mobile phone game, and it's an idle clicker. I mean, how can this be on a top 10 list? I mean, and especially that it's not nothing like the actual Katamari game, but it is a great time waster. If you're waiting for a bus, if you're on the bus, or anyway, you just take your phone out, take your phone out, and start playing, like start tapping the screen, like, and that's all you have to do, and it is simple. There's no freemium kind of madness. It is a free game, but it's not freemium, so you don't have to like wait for you to play again. There's no like you can only play 5 times and then you have to wait for your energy to refill or anything like that. No, you just keep tapping, and it's just fun. The thing is, you only play for like 5 minutes. It's not a game you want to like play for too long. It's not like Dead Rising 4 where you just sit down and you want to complete the story. No, this is just a thing that you take out every now and then, and you just keep tapping, and you just have a good time. It's a time killer, and it's a great time killer, especially with the Katamari license. It is a really fun time waster. I mean, what else am I supposed to say? But next on the list is Omni Boss. It's the weirdest game I have played. I mean, the trailer for the game has like this most ridiculous backstory I've ever heard, which sold me straight away. After I saw it, I was like, okay, this just looks. The price when it released, it was so cheap. So obviously a little skeptical, but at the same time, it just looked amazing. It's ridiculous. It doesn't take itself seriously whatsoever. It is a fun game. You drive a bus, different types of buses, and you do a lot of crazy missions, like drive up a building with like people, and you can't like, oh, you're in space and you have to like do flips and drop people to a wedding or something. It's just the most ridiculous thing. It's funny. It's got a great soundtrack, great visual style, and it's just fun. That's all I gotta say. Next is Motor Racer 4. Motor Racer 4 came as a surprise. Like, I didn't expect this game to come out like a sequel to a series that hasn't had any recent releases in quite a while, and it's not developed by the same people who did the original game. So I went to this game with like really low expectations. Like, I was like, this is probably not going to be very good. Like, the trailer of it, like the graphics didn't look that great, but I played it and it took me back in time. Like, this is a very retro arcade style racing game. Like, you're on tracks. There's no open world, none of that nonsense. It is just, you have tracks, you have to memorize them, you have to like master the skill. Like, you just gotta keep playing it to get better at it. It just doesn't hold your hand. It is great. It's got some flaws. It's not a perfect game, but it is really fun, and it's a unique kind of thing. Because it takes, like I said, it takes me back to the time where like racing games would take you to different places. They wouldn't stay in like one place. Like, they wouldn't just have one open world. Like, let's settle for like Australia, or let's settle for like Italy, or let's settle for like, you know, all that sort of, like, not just one place. It just goes into different places, and that's what I like. And the level design in this game is something else. I mean, it's not like something you would see in any other game, and it's really fun. It's not the most approachable game, but I really enjoyed it. I've spent a lot of time. I had fun. But yeah, next is quite of a big. It's a big game. Dark Souls 3. I mean, I only played it because I played Bloodborne this year. I've played Bloodborne for the first time this year, and oh my god, what a game this was! I spent so much time playing it, and I enjoyed it so much. It was just something else. Then I played Demon Souls. I was like, oh my god, this series is just great. And so I picked up Dark Souls 3, and I just spent so much time. I hate myself for not finishing this game. So, you know, you'll be like, oh, you didn't finish the game, but it's still on your list. Yeah, because I mean, it's a great game. It's challenging. Not many people can finish it. It is. But it's a beautiful game. It's challenging, but it is, like, if you fail, it's your fault. You just suck. That's the problem. It's not like it is unfair or anything like that. It's just you that sucks. And that's what I love about it. And I think it's a little bit better than Bloodborne. Bloodborne is amazing. I actually finished Bloodborne. I didn't finish this, but I like the visual style and a lot of the things more in the Dark Souls 3 than I even have this little thing I stole from the place I work. But yeah. Number 3. Yeah, we're getting to the top 3. And it is Ratchet and Clank. It came out... the only reason this exists is because the movie came out this year, which I genuinely enjoyed. I thought it was a great Ratchet and Clank. Like, it was what I wanted. It was a Ratchet and Clank movie. It might have been more modern Ratchet and Clank than it was the original PlayStation 2 Ratchet and Clank, but still, the game, it came out before the movie, at least in the UK, and it was a bit of a, like, you play it and you see the scenes from the movie. So when I went to see the movie, I was like, okay, I already seen half of these scenes. This is just, that sucks. They could have done something else, but the gameplay in this game, it is solid Ratchet and Clank. It is it's a remake of the PlayStation 2 original Ratchet and Clank, but while it is a remake, it's sort of like, it's different. It's sort of new, but you feel familiar, like, it feels familiar. It's a great game. I think I've completed like 4 times. I've done almost all the trophies, not achievements, trophies, and I've just genuinely loved this game. It was so much fun. Next, number 2. Well, let me eat some yogurt, so it's not like, it's still, you know, this video still has yogurt, so let's not. I hate when I get yogurt in my moustache. I mean, it's like, you know, it's for later. I save it for later. I don't know. Okay. Number 2. Are you ready for this? It is TrackMania Turbo. This is, some of you might know Trials, like Trials games. It is sort of the same thing, but with cars and 3D, not in a 2D thing. You have more freedom in this game, and it is really fun. It is challenging as balls. This is just hard. This is a hard game, but it is visually stunning. You can make your own tracks and all that sort of nonsense. I just love it. The soundtrack in this is amazing. The gameplay, it is just something. It's just like this year we were blessed with, like, when all the PlayStation 2, like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One came out, there were not many racing games, and I was like always so upset. But this year we got so many racing games. I'm not like, I am so happy. This is all I ever wanted. Like, there's so many racing games. That's why there's so many on this list. So, but are you ready for number 1? I feel like people who know me, I think, know what my number 1 game is. I sort of spoiled it. I told some people what my number 1 game is, but can you guess what it is? I mean, I got to visit their studio. I won an auction, and not that I'm bragging. I'm just saying, like, this happened. This is something else. So number 1 is Forza Horizon 3. What a game. I mean, wow. It is something else. First of all, it has a Mazda RX-8. It's not the original Mazda RX-8, but it is a Mazda RX-8. So any game that has a Mazda RX-8 is immediately a winner. It doesn't matter. It could be crappy. I don't care. It has a Mazda RX-8. That's all that ever matters to me in a racing video game. So if you want to make a racing video game for me, just to sell it to me, all you have to do is just put a Mazda RX-8. I don't care. It doesn't have to, you know, you don't have to be able to modify it or anything. It just has to have a Mazda RX-8, and it's the best racing game I ever played. But no, to be honest, like, this game, oh my god, like, there's so many impressive things about it. Like, it just blows my mind. The world, obviously, it's set in Australia. It is a beautiful game. There's so many cars to choose in this game, and they're all, it's not like it's just so many so much to do. I've spent like I think 2 weeks of just playing this game, nothing else. I was just playing Forza Horizon every single day, just doing everything, discovering everything, and it's just, it took a lot of time from my life, and I don't regret a single minute of it. It is just, the soundtrack is great, the cars sound awesome, there's a great selection of cars, the sky, which they actually went to Australia and recorded with like 4K, I know like HD cameras, like I think it's 4K cameras, and then put them in the game, and it just looks like nothing else, and it's truly an impressive game, and it truly deserves to be in #1 in anyone's game list. I mean, it is an impressive game, and yeah, I mean, it's got flaws. It's not a perfect game. It's not as good as one. 2 was good. It's better than 2 a little bit, but it's not as good as 1. But it's still an amazing game. I can't recommend it enough. And that's basically it. Yeah, that is my top 10 plus 3 little honorable mention games. There's plenty more games that came out this year that I've played. I had to, narrow it down to a certain amount, but what I want to know now is, what games have you played that I maybe haven't played or just didn't mention? Maybe I just never heard of him. So I just want to know what you've played this year. What has really taken so much time of your life? What has made you happy this year? What game did you love playing this year? What game was your thing this year? It could be from any. It doesn't have to be that game that came out this year. It could be from any. Yeah, I genuinely don't care. Something that you might have discovered. Maybe with me, I've discovered Alex Kidd. I mean, I knew about Alex the Kid, but I never played Alex Kidd, and it's just a great game, and I loved it, and it's one of my favorites. One of my favorite games that I discovered this year. So I just want to know what you have played and what you have enjoyed that I might have missed, or maybe I just didn't mention. Just let me know, and I think that's it. So thank you for watching, and have a happy new year. So see you next year, where I'll be doing more of these videos. Well, hopefully I also have a few other projects that I want to work on as well. That is a giant slice of peach cherry. No, nevertheless, yeah. So yeah, have a happy new year, and see you next year.